How were you taught to pray? With which ways to pray are you most comfortable or most familiar? I was taught by my mother different ways of praying. My mother used to conduct morning as well as the evening prayers in the village church that would last 30 to 45 minutes. She had taken it upon her own and continued till she was unable to walk on her own to the church. As she was the only woman school teacher of the village, she did this work joyfully and faithfully. Even though later many women teachers arrived in our village, she gladly continued the work. She would always took me along with her to the church. She used to tell me, even if you sleep in the church without praying, God would love you more. So please give me company and come and sleep there in the church. When I was very young, most of the time, that was the way I used to pray, especially at 5 a.m. in the morning. The primary and the most important part of prayer is to place oneself in the milieu of prayer. As Ron Rolaiser would say, formal prayer is faithfulness in showing up oneself. Is one of the basic building blocks of prayer. Later on, when I grew up, I used to help mother in conducting prayer services. Besides helping my mother, there were other activities in the church that attracted me very much, such as ringing the church bell to invite people for prayer, decorating the altar, at times cleaning the church. For me, the church was another home. The parish priest would come to say Mass on a bullock cart once in 20 days or once in a month. For the rest, the church was my primary home. For the rest, the church was primarily run by my mother, who was also good in singing hymns. Besides learning vocal prayers, I also had learned many hymns. Sometimes, even now, I use them as part of my formal prayer. Where do you seek solitude and silence? What stands in the way of finding it? How would you describe the experience of solitude? I seek solitude during the day and very especially during the early morning hours. Normally the time would be between 5:30 a.m. to 7 a.m. and between 9:30 p.m. to 10:15 p.m. I enjoy this solitude at times in my room. Other times it would result in a short walk or a brief period of prayer in a chapel. As St. Teresa of Child Jesus used to say, I want to be alone in the church. In such solitudes there is a qualified connectedness with God, with self and others. I am very eager to have these moments more and more as I grow older day by day. This solitude forms the basis of my interaction with others. There is an overwhelming joy, the realization that the people of the universe, past, present, and the future, are all going to be together for eternity. Each day is an invitation to realize this truth and to qualify this reality in whatever way of loving service that I am called upon to do through my responsibilities. Overall, so far, I haven't experienced any hurdles or blocks to this solitude during these past few years. The future too, I don't see any obstacles.